Hey y'all, and good morning. Well, I am still at my parents' house and we've been having a wonderful time, and I hope you've enjoyed all the videos that we've been doing while we're here. Well, today we're going to get back to planting. So my mom's birthday is coming up and she had some sad little planters on her porch and they didn't have anything in them. So I was like, Mom, how about we do some planters for your birthday? So the other day we were at Home Depot and we went to the garden center, and it was really hot. It was like 96 degrees with probably like 70% humidity because that night we just had a torrential downpour. But anyway, so while we were there, we did find some plants that we thought were really pretty, and we thought would go good with her house color and with the color of the plants that she already has. So let me turn the camera around and show you what we got. Okay, so this is one of the planters that we're going to be planting up. This is an old kettle, and I don't think it has drainage holes, but my mom is really good about regulating the water in it because she usually always has some type of petunia or begonia in here every year. So we are going to plant up this one today. This is her little Supertunia that comes back every single year, which is so amazing, as well as this begonia here. They're just so warm here that she can just winter things over. And this is her other planter here. So you do see it has a little bit of fertilizer in the top. That's because the dog decided to get into the fertilizer the other night. So I just threw what was on the ground back into the pot. Okay, so these are the plants that we're going to be planting today. And just look at how beautiful this color combination is together. Oh, I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous. We tried to pick things that were sun-loving and also like the heat because it's definitely hot and gets a lot of sun. So I'll go over each plant with you, but I think they're absolutely going to be gorgeous. So, Mama, what do you think about all these pretty plants?
I think I sure do have a sweet daughter that's going to make me some new pots for my birthday because she knows that I like something planted in the ground better than I do something cut off and brought in the house, unless it's something that I've grown.
Exactly. So Mama, you match. Look how pretty you are with this combination.
I've never had any of these.
Let's see. This one here, look how pretty.
Yeah.
That's a Pintus. Let's see.
I don't think I've ever had any of this before.
I haven't either. It's called a Pintus, and I guess the color is violet.
Okay.
Very pretty. And then this orange one here.
That's beautiful.
That is pretty. Let's get a close-up of that one. Oh, look how pretty.
And when it's getting ready to bloom, the little...
Looks like a seed head, doesn't it?
Looks like a little seed head. Then they start blooming at the top and go down.
And this one is called Crossandra. Crossandra. And it's orange marmalade. Ooh, that's really pretty. Look how glossy the leaves are, too.
That's very pretty.
So we got 3 of the Pintas. So that's really pretty. And then we've got one here of our lemon coral sedum. That's really pretty. And then this last one we have here is a Sunpatient. And the color is just purple, I guess. But look how pretty that is.
So I've never had any of these, I don't think.
Oh, and then the Creeping Jenny. Yeah. Forgot about Creeping Jenny over there.
She's stuck underneath the...
She's stuck underneath there. Well, she gets viney. Oh, look how pretty that is. I think all of these color combinations are going to go really well together because you've got like the dark glossy green leaves. And this one has the dark green leaves. And then you got this chartreuse color, which is really pretty. And then this one has the chartreuse too.
Okay.
So we got our thrillers, fillers, and spillers. I think it's going to be beautiful. I'm going to bring one of the pots up here, and we're going to get that one planted first. Okay, so we are going to recharge this soil. And this is, we didn't have any of the Biotone at Home Depot, Home Depot. So we got this one. And this is the one that Briley
decided she needed to eat some of.
Ate through. So if you have dogs, definitely make sure you keep your fertilizer away because they'll go through the open package. So I'm just going to put some of that in here. But this is organic, so, you know, it's got like bone meal and chicken poop and all kinds of the stinky stuff that dogs love. So, Mom, you want to stir that in? And then we're going to add in this fresh potting soil here. So this was a failed attempt on seed starting. So sometimes my dad orders seeds from the internet, from unreputable sources. And
200 seeds and not the first one.
not the first one came up. So I was like, Mom, we'll just reuse this soil. Hey, and you might have a random seed that might come up.
That'd be something.
Yeah. Let's see if I can pour this in here. This is a neat container. What was in here?
I think like the little, what are they, pint size things that come in, you know, like plants.
Oh, plants, okay.
In the little plastic cups.
Oh, we're definitely going to have to blow off
It'll be fine.
everything after
The tomato,
this.
yeah. Like having a nice tomato
Yeah,
getting
you
ready.
nice to look at them. Look at the rest of
It'll
it.
get it before the worm finds it.
And then we have these here. Okay. And you don't want to waste this soil because it was just put in here, what, just like a month ago?
Yeah.
And it didn't have any plants to use it, so it's still got all the energy in it. But you may have a random seed come up. That's okay. Kind of like
I watered these things so faithfully.
well, that's kind of like the lavender he ordered.
Yeah, it didn't do anything either.
I just got my lavender from Walmart and it all came up. Now only 5 of them have lived, but lavender's hard to grow though.
Yeah, it is. You see them big lavender fields, somebody knows what they're doing.
Well, a lot of people like to do it from propagation instead of seed. I think that tends to be a little bit more successful. Sorry, I'm crushing these.
That's all right.
I think they're supposed to be one use.
Yeah, I don't think they're any good for anything.
Is it loose?
Yeah, I did. You did it. Crimp it.
Coming out. Well, at least we're getting these used up.
Yeah, just get them out. Put the containers back in the well house. And
I like to order seeds from like Johnny Seeds, or I ordered some from Florette this year. And they always tend to be very successful. Sometimes you wonder these places that you find randomly on Amazon if they're just sending you trash in the mail. You don't know. You can't even know what it looks like. So it's good to go with a reputable seed company that's been around. I think Dad was looking at Heirloom Seeds the other day, and they're a good company too. They've got a lot of neat old-timey ones.
He's gone Lantana crazy. He wants them everywhere. But, all right.
So this is going to be a very simple container because we're just doing one of the Sunpatients. We saw this Sunpatient at Home Depot in one pot, and it was huge. So we decided that this is going to be our centerpiece on this planter, and it's got really good roots. Look how well it's been growing in there.
Wow.
It's amazing because it was, what, like 96 degrees that day, Mama?
Ooh, 100.
100, it was 100? It was so hot. Tell them what we had to do when we went inside Home Depot.
Went inside Home Depot, and one of the gentlemen that we deal with a lot, he's got a little station where he's at. He's over in the door section. So we went and sat down in one of his chairs, and told him we need to cool off. We were about to die from being out there in the garden center. He said, well, I can give you a bottle of water. I said, whoo, that'd be great.
That was nice.
So he went to the break room and came back with us a nice cold bottle of water. Because it was really hot.
Oh, we finally got cooled down, but it took a while. I think that's going to be deep enough.
Okay.
potting soil in the garage.
And there's some in there too.
Yeah, some in there too. And then I think for the creeping Jenny, I think if we have it kind of spilling over the front.
It's probably enough that you can break it apart.
Yeah, we might be able to break it apart. You know, I've propagated creeping Jenny all over my yard. Let's see.
How does it propagate?
So you just break it up. It runs it by the roots.
Okay.
So
you want to do it by hand? Or?
Maybe by hand, yeah. We'll just do it in 2 clumps.
That's some tough roots. Wow.
Yeah, this should winter over for you too. So maybe if we do like one here, and then one over here on this side, or maybe in the front. We almost need 3, don't we? Maybe we should have bought another one. Maybe if we do one here.
Well,
actually, maybe one on the back and one on the front.
Okay, we can put the side that didn't have one towards the column.
Yeah, that's right. We got a column. And then as this grows, Mommy, you can just kind of spread it out.
Okay.
And it'll put down roots in its little vine. I don't know, you call them vines. So the little vines here will get like little roots on them too. So if you like want another one, you can just kind of poke it down in the soil. I think we might need to add a little bit of dirt to kind of get it up to here. Okay, already has a cup in here too. Good job.
That'd be your mama.
Yeah.
You want to do like you do when you're planting other things. Make sure that there's no air pockets around it. How's yours doing? If it needs some over there.
You can also turn it towards you if you need to.
Okay.
This is where your lazy Susan would come in handy. Like when people are decorating cakes.
Look at that, how fancy we are. I've never had any of this.
And then you'll have to do updates for us.
Okay.
You have to send me picture updates. So we had some creeping Jenny in one of the pots that we had a hydrangea in. And we let it stay in that pot for about a year. And then I just planted that hydrangea this year. And the creeping Jenny went absolutely crazy. It was all in that pot. Your birds are happy this morning.
They are happy.
So right now you have what Daddy said they're barn sparrows. And then what about your martins? Like you've got the martin gourds.
They come in early in the spring, and then they're gone now. They probably left in June.
Where do they go? Do they go north?
I don't know.
I'll have to ask Daddy about that.
I'm not very. Janae, part of this root's still up on this plant.
I would just keep filling it up. Yeah, keep filling up
We
all the way around.
Are you gonna put this in here with it?
That's gonna go all in the other pot.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is it. Okay.
So that's it for this one.
Add some to this.
Yeah, I always kind of like to overfill it a little bit, just because when you start watering it, it's going to all kind of shrink down because we fluffed up the soil and we added new soil in. I know Laura for a long time with Garden Answer, she would always, dispose of all of her soil. Well, she put it back into the ground, but after each container. But I've always just, like, if it was not anything diseased in the pot, or or if it wasn't root bound, especially if it's just going from like spring to summer plants, I just pull out the spring plants and give it some more, usually use Biotone, fertilize it, and then you're fertilizing it once a week anyway with a water soluble fertilizer.
This soil says it's supposed to feed up 6
6 months, yeah.
And I know one thing. When you fertilize, the plants love it.
Oh, yeah, they do love it.
So they're just like us. Got to have some good food.
Mm-hmm. Tell you what, you can smell that organic fertilizer right now. It's stinky.
Mm-hmm. Does
All
that
right.
look like
I think that's great.
good enough?
That's beautiful. So then we can do the next one. I think the next one, I'm excited about this one because of this orange color.
Uh-huh.
That's so pretty. All right, so that one is all done.
John, move that first.
I'll use my knees, my legs, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, last time I had ornamental peppers planted.
Oh, okay.
And they would come back every year from where they seeded.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you ever find a good little pot, if you like stuff like that, if you ever find a good little pot of the purple and orange and red little pepper things.
Mm-hmm. Well, you do see the little ornamental peppers in the store, and I always kind of wondered what you did with them, but they're probably very...
they're just pretty.
And they're probably very heat tolerant, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they would just sit there in this pot and, you know, year after year, and you just start watering them again in the spring, and the pepper plants would start coming back up.
Did you eat the ornamental peppers, or did you just...
I tried to do some pepper sauce with them one time.
But they didn't do
Well,
much.
I don't know. I didn't have that many peppers.
Oh, okay.
And I stuck them in a thing for a while, and then I...
Okay, so we got this one, some more soil. Now we're gonna get some fertilizer.
This is a big old. It's got a leg broke off of it, but this is a big old cast iron pot. So we're not picking it up.
Yeah, it's like a kettle, right?
And show them that your mama's a 10.
Mama, was that already in the
It was
rock?
already in the rock. It came from Wyoming.
Oh,
And
that's
it
pretty.
had the 10 in it. So just to show you I'm a 10.
Oh, look how pretty they're gonna look with your brick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mama, look too. Look at the pintas, and then look at your purple hearts.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that pretty?
So pretty.
Mm-hmm. And even your nandinas have like brighter green.
Mm-hmm. And they'll get orange in the fall.
We coordinated without even knowing.
We don't know.
So we're going to get the fertilizer put in here. Then we're going to get our plants put in place.
All right.
Okay.
Stinky too.
I hope Brawley doesn't eat this soil. You'll have to watch her. We need a little rock on one side, don't we? This soil looks nice, Mama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That is so pretty.
that is pretty. Crossandra Orange marmalade. So this one gets 18 to 48 inches tall. I know. And it says water when dry.
Okay. Is it supposed to be a potted plant, or they grow it for outside? I mean, in your flower bed?
It says the habit is shrubby. So I guess you could definitely put this in your flower bed.
Okay.
It looks like there's 3 of them in here.
Is it supposed to? You said this comes back every year.
Yes. I think so. Hold on. It says it's an annual, but you're so warm here, you could probably overwinter it in your basement.
He's not toting.
Oh no, just dig it up. Yeah, dig it up.
Daddy's not toting that thing anyway.
Yeah, just dig it up and put it in another pot and put it in the basement.
That's like a quart pot, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty big, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how much was this? $7.98?
It's got 3 plants in
Yeah,
it.
it's got 3 plants in it. That's actually a really good price. If it wasn't so hot, I'd say you could separate this.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
But it's so hot right now, it probably would stress this plant out so much. Okay. Oh, Mama, that's pretty.
Just by itself.
I know, just by itself.
I bet you when the hummingbirds find that, they're gonna love that.
Mm-hmm.
They'll love all that.
Mm-hmm.
And the butterflies. We have a lot of butterflies and hummingbirds.
I know, I'm so jealous. I don't hardly have any butterflies this year. So I gotta start planting some stuff for the butterflies. Okay. Okay, so what do we think about this, guys? So we're gonna have our sedum looking out towards the front. Then we're gonna have our pentas on the sides. And then we're gonna have our Crossandra in the middle. I think that looks good, Mama.
He's the star of the show.
That is a combination.
That's very pretty.
Very pretty. So Mama was pointing out that these have already bloomed. So it looks like you could just probably pinch them back right about here. And then you can get, we need some like little snips, don't we? It's pretty woody. And then you can get brand new blooms from that.
I got some.
This one does have some little spots on it, maybe from the heat.
Yeah.
Here you go. Do you want to take that one over there
Okay.
while I'm planting, and then
Would you take off all the spotted leaves, or?
No, maybe just the worst looking ones. Mama, this garden kneeler is great.
It is.
You know, I got this for you like so long ago. Was it Aldi? Yeah, it was Aldi.
Aldi's and
I've never seen them there at Aldi again.
I know.
And then Daddy was like, why didn't you get me one too?
I know, and he'd take them to the job site.
I know. He was fishing with it.
Well, yeah.
He was taking it when he was going fishing. He was sitting out there on the dock. So this one, it doesn't have any that have bloomed out. So this one's good. I actually tried to pick out ones that haven't bloomed out, but I guess that one had already bloomed out some.
That's fine.
So with this pot not having drainage holes, you're just pretty good about kind of monitoring the water.
Watch it.
Yeah.
I never put a whole lot of water in there at one
Yeah.
time.
This one we might have to add a little bit of soil around these root balls. And this one here, Mama, has a couple of spent ones that you might want to clip off. I'm going to try to put this one right here. I'll take that other one from you.
Okay.
Have you already clipped? Thank you, ma'am. But you know, even when they've spent, they're still pretty because they're green.
Mm-hmm. I bet this little thing was showy when it was all blooming.
And Mama, these were only $3.98. These pentas.
That's a lot of work. Something a lot.
Mom, they get 15 to 24 inches tall. This is going to be a tall arrangement.
Something alive that long.
Mm-hmm. And it says water when dry, so it's the same thing as the Crossandra there.
Okay.
And this one has an upright habit.
An upright what?
Habit. Where this one's more of a shrubby habit. This other one was upright. So I'm going to be very interested to see what this looks like in a couple of weeks. Wonder what Daddy's going to think. He's going to like it. He likes bright
Oh
colors.
yeah, he'll love it.
Yeah, that looks good. And you see the new ones coming out.
Mhm.
New little babies. These actually
That's really nice.
yeah, it is nice. It wasn't too root bound either.
Like you said, we'll have to watch the dog. She
Oh my
smells that.
gosh, I
She smells
know.
that organic fertilizer, and she thinks she wants to eat.
Well, you know,
Eat it.
if Daddy teaches her,
Leave it alone.
leave her alone like he did with the goats and the turkey.
I thought, how's this gonna work? Having a lab with goats and turkeys and chickens. Oh,
Yeah,
but she's done good.
knock on wood. Well, I think because she's almost 9 years old, she's kind of gotten out of the puppy stage.
Yeah.
And she really does good at obeying Daddy, what he tells her to do.
It says flowers that flourish in shade and sun.
Yeah, that's our little petunia that we planted. Or what do they call it? Supertunias? No, not supertunias. What's the name of that one, Mama? Sunpatient. So it's in the impatient family.
Purple.
I planted a white Sunpatient. It's really pretty.
So the Sunpatient gets 18 to 30. Need to space it 12 to 26 inches apart. That looks so good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Mama.
For my 72-year-old birthday plants.
You're welcome.
And
so you'll keep us updated?
I will. I'll take some pictures of them and show you.
Good.
And we're going to walk around in a minute and see if that little fig that's just 2 years old, it's got another ripe fig on it. Jen, I got a little fig off a little plant that our granddaughter Savannah bought us just a couple years ago. And so we were really surprised that, that it produced figs this early. And this is fig girl right here.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining us as we were putting together these little planters for my mama's birthday. I hope it gives you a little bit of inspiration during this hot heat, that there are still a few things that you can plant here in the summer. You just have to take very good care of them, keep an eye on them, and they're going to enjoy the shade of this porch a little bit
and
too.
Watch those little worms that won't get on everything.
Yeah, the little worms and all the little critters. But we hope you have a chance to get in your garden today.
We do.
Bye, friends.
Bye, friends. I think that other plant probably has a little, probably easier to take. It just looks like it did. And we found out we don't want anything